everyone! This week I'm going to do another book review. The last book review I did, I think we ended it on Anna Karenina? I don't remember. It's in here somewhere. Probably should have looked for this before starting. Okay, so in the last book review I reviewed Rebecca, Skinship, and Anna Karenina. If you'd like to see that, just click back. I don't know when it was, but it'll be there. It's book review 3, I think. Today, book review 4. I have read more books. Surprise, surprise. The first book I want to talk about today is The Help. The novel tells the story of black maids working in white houses in a southern town in Mississippi, and the story of one particular white woman, Skeeter, who has come back to this town to find that things have changed and no one will tell her why. She ends up writing a book with the help of these black maids who are telling their stories the way that they would tell each other and not the way that they would tell white people, which is really, really, really dangerous. In this particular town, it could cost them their livelihoods or it could cost them their lives. And they are able to do it, and Skeeter gets the book published, and then once the town starts reading it, it's up in the air as to whether or not the people in the town will recognize themselves in this book. There's a lot of funny anecdotes and there's a lot of hard-hitting social commentary. I give this book a 4 out of 5. I did see the movie. I don't remember the movie, not gonna lie, but I enjoyed the book immensely, and I think I'm going to read it again because I think there's going to be things that I'll see in it that I didn't see in it when I was reading it the first time. The next book I want to talk about is The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. I wasn't the biggest fan of this book. I'm not gonna lie. Mark Twain's writing really just isn't my jam, which is totally valid. Some books are your jam and some books aren't. Some authors you love and some authors you just don't get into. I feel like Tom Sawyer would be a really great book for someone slightly younger than I am, or someone more close to Tom Sawyer's personality than I am. It's very unclear as to if Tom Sawyer is a boy of 9 or a boy of 15. That's a really big distinction to make, considering the emotional and mental age or mental differences between a 9-year-old and a 15-year-old. It's very unclear as to where he is. I think he's supposed to be 12, but some of the things he does are way beyond what a 12-year-old would do. And some of the things make total sense, and some of the things don't make any sense at all. The reason that the book is so fascinating is the language that Mark Twain uses. It's very colloquial, very conversational. It feels like it's actually happening in front of you, and I think that is something that was new for the time that it was written. Right now, it doesn't seem as revolutionary as it reportedly did back then, but I still think it's really interesting, and I do think it's an important book to read for that reason. I didn't enjoy it just because I didn't enjoy the subject matter, and that's fine. So I think it was fun, it just wasn't my style. So I give Tom Sawyer a 3 out of 5. I'm very sorry. The third book that I read was Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret by Judy Blume. This is a coming-of-age book about a young girl. Margaret is just starting 6th grade, and it's a whole new world for her. She's got new friends, she's got new teachers, she's just moved into a new house, and she's at an age where her body's beginning to change. So there's this whole pressure on her where she needs to find people to be friends with. When she finds people to be friends with, she needs to fit in. So, for example, none of the girls in 6th grade wear socks with their shoes. And she knows that even though she gets blisters if she doesn't wear socks with her shoes, she's still going to go without the socks because she wants to fit in. Some of the other girls are starting to wear bras, and so she asks her mom if she can wear a bra, even though she doesn't really need it. She's waiting to get her period, and one of the other girls says that she got her period, and so Margaret really, really wants her own, and she's like praying for it every night. She's asking God if she can fit in, like why she's different from everybody else, and then she finds out that actually some of the girls are lying. They aren't actually wearing bras, they haven't had their period yet, and she feels more normal inside, and she comes to the conclusion that everybody around her is kind of like her, where they're all trying to fit in, but they're not entirely sure what they're fitting into. And I think it was a really sweet book about coming of age. I do think it's a little outdated now, but I do think it's really sweet, and I think that I would have enjoyed it even more as a young child. I do think if I was around the same age as Margaret is in the book when I was reading it, I would be mortified to read it. It would have been too much. But looking back at it now, I think it was really sweet, and I'm really glad I read it. So I'm giving Are You There, God It's Me, Margaret a 3 out of 5. It's not my cup of tea. I wouldn't read it again, but I do think it's sweet, and I think it serves a purpose. So those are the books that I have read. If you have read them, let me know in the comments down below. If you have a book that you've read recently that you enjoyed, please let me know. I'm always looking to add to my TBR list, and I will see you guys when I see you. Bye!